And our guests today are going to be appearing tonight on Canada's Got Talent. That's at 8 o'clock on City TV. Welcome to the show, Bronwyn and Jason Irwin. Hi, guys.
Hi, thanks so much for having us on today.
Hi there.
Thanks for being on. You're coming to us all the way from Southampton, so not too far away. Bronwyn and I, full disclosure, we go way back. We went to high school together back in Perth, Ontario. We won't say how long ago. It was a while ago, but we somehow both ended up in the same area, which is kind of cool. And I know we've talked before on previous shows about what you guys do, and we'll talk more about that so that my new listeners can meet you guys. But first, let's talk about Canada's Got Talent. There's certain things we can talk about and a lot of things we can't talk about for tonight's episode. For example, we can't really say what happens other than we know that you're on. So let's go to the start of the story. When did you apply? How long ago was it? And how long did it take to hear back from the folks at Canada's Got Talent?
Well, actually, it was a fairly long story in a way, just because Bronwyn wanted to be on Canada's Got Talent before there was a Canada's Got Talent. So we always sort of write down our goals at the start of every year. And a long time ago, she had put she wanted to be on the show, even though it didn't really exist yet in this country. But last year was the first year that they brought the show out. And actually, we did apply to that season, and basically we did not hear back. And then we applied this time around, and actually the response was pretty quick. This time they got back to us pretty fast. There was a little bit of an interview process, though. They didn't just say yes. We had to go back and forth with them maybe 3-4 times, and then kind of got the okay from there.
And so, Bronwyn, you had this as a goal before it was even a thing. You wrote it down on like your goal board, and eventually the universe gave it to you.
I feel like that is true. Yeah. I always write my goals down, and to be honest, I like to have some really lofty ones on there just because, I mean, that's the whole point of it. It's to see what you can do and see basically like where you can showcase your talent and how you can, I'm going to say, inspire people too.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, we can't say what the talent was that you performed on Canada's Got Talent. That's a secret. If you go to the City TV website and look at all the contestants, you'll find Bronwyn and Jason's smiling faces there, but it's very vague on what happened. So I'll ask you this about the experience of being part of the show. Did you meet any other contestants who you've become friends with and have kept up in touch with since you did your appearance?
Yeah, I feel like when you do a show like that people become a close-knit community. And yes, we have been in contact with some of the other contestants. Mind you, we don't know the results of their acts either. And some of their acts we don't know because we weren't there watching. Even though we were there, we were backstage. So anyways, I feel like our relationships are going to continue on after this. Seems like a really good group of people that we did get to meet.
I was going to say that they totally sequester you when you're backstage, so you have no idea what's happening at the act that's in front of you.
Exactly. We don't really know at all. And yeah, there's a lot of hallways in that place where we were. So basically everyone's down a different hallway is what it felt like. And we did have some common areas, but those were not where our acts were being shared at all. So we did get to meet folks just in the general common area, and it was really cool. A lot of really talented people. I know that they are going to share their talents, and it's going to be really neat to see. And we've enjoyed watching them in the Canada's Got Talent series so far.
Television isn't something that's new to either of you, because you actually have a show that you self-produce. You do it on your farm with special guests being your horses. So tell us about the show that you have and where people could see it.
The show that we have is just called The Horse Trainers. So it's a relatively simple title, and it's on the Cowboy Channel Canada and then RFD TV Canada. And it's carried by quite a few different providers. So it's shown across the country in several locations.
We have about 70 original episodes of that. So quite a few.
And what the Horse Trainers obviously is about training horses. So anybody that is a horse owner or someone that's interested in horses and how because they don't just come like this out of the box. Obviously, there's a process. This is the show for them.
So we do take folks' training questions. We answer most common training questions, and also just share a little bit about ranch life here and basically how we operate such a big horse farm.
I know you guys, you're not only busy with the TV show, but you also tour around Canada and the U.S. we were trying to figure out a date to have dinner, and you're like, oh no, sorry, we're in Ohio this weekend. Like, where are you going this summer to help people learn how to train horses?
Well, a lot of the what we call clinics, which are just like basically seminars on how to train horses, a lot of those are within Ontario. But then we do some bigger events too. So actually, we are heading, like you mentioned there, this weekend to go to Ohio. We're heading actually out tomorrow, and then we go to Western Canada. We fly into Calgary. I think the following week or the week after that, and then we're going to California in June. I know we have a big expo in Massachusetts in the fall, and then there's a couple other things that are up in the air as well here at the moment. So they may or may not come to pass. I'm not just sure yet.
So if the Canada's Got Talent thing doesn't work out, you guys are okay. You're pretty busy.
We try to stay busy.
Yeah. Well, really, when Bronwyn wanted to do the Got Talent thing, and she was more the force behind it, I would say, I was excited about it, but at the same time, it was like, oh, one more thing to get ready for.
Yeah, well, just more things to commit time to. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Well, it is pretty awesome. And again, that episode is going to be on tonight for people that are interested in watching it on City TV at 8 o'clock. You'll get to see Bronwyn and Jason Irwin from Southampton and their talent, which we don't know yet. We're going to find out all together tonight when we watch it. Is there going to be a viewing party happening anywhere tonight? Are you taking over any local bars or restaurants?
Not that I'm aware of. None that we were invited to anyways. But I definitely know lots of folks that have asked us about when it's going to be, and lots of folks want to tune into it. So
Yeah.
I think it should be pretty good.
And thank you to everyone who has reached out and shared their well wishes with us. We appreciate it, and hopefully we'll make y'all proud.
Well, for anyone that does miss it tonight when it airs live, they do put it up on the City TV website for about a week after the fact, so you can still tune in. We'll post the link tomorrow morning. We'll be talking about this again tomorrow morning, and we'll hopefully have you guys back on again at some point in the very, very near future to talk about whatever happened on the episode. So best of luck to you with Canada's Got Talent. Best of luck to you with all the traveling they're going to be doing this summer. Hopefully it's safe traveling. Obviously, there's a lot of factors when you're going to be doing long trips and taking a horse trailer behind you. So really, we wish you the best of luck on the road this summer and the best of luck with Canada's Got Talent.
No, thank you so much.
you.
Thanks for having us.